Greetings, family. My name is Vicki Dillard. Thank you so much for tuning into my personal channel here at VickiDillard.tv. I'm so glad that you have joined me today, family. Also, be sure to check out my website at VickiPlanet.com. Join my email list there because I have a whole lot of yummy things coming up this summer and into fall. We're going to be dropping more of my content on other alternative platforms. So I can't wait to share that information with you, family. It is so exciting. Also, I have my upcoming Summer Goddess Venus magazine coming out soon. I've also got some special programs that's happening, like my 60-day intensive academy for my men only, called Treasures of Darkness. I'm going to be talking about the sacred spiritual secret to manifest for you and your household. Instead of being one of them little, the little hating, men type groups, whatever that is, manosphere, whatever they call themselves, baby. Just get with the divine feminine so I can give you the sacred secret. So that way you'll be able to provide for your household and then be loving on your woman, and she gonna love on you, baby. So stay tuned for that information. We're going to be launching in a couple of weeks on that. And then for my ladies, I'm going to be doing my second school. It's a 90-day Isis Goddess Mystery Temple. Oh my God, it's so wonderful. Folks are going to get the sacred secrets to womb and mysteries, secrets on how the divine feminine manifests, and baby, is it ever good? And it has everything to do with us manifesting in our lives and us shaping literally the planet with our sacred divine feminine powers. Yes, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited to share that with you, family. I won't be long, but I will be strong. I want to come to you today because how many of you all have heard about the fact that BET has absolutely canceled its BET Awards, as well as the affiliate Soul Train event, right? Well, of course, Fat Joe, this white Latino who has invaded hip hop, has been credibly, and I believe accurately, blamed in part for the cancellation, because when he's been hosting for the past couple of plus years, and of course, the ratings nosedive. Of course, he attacked foundational Black Americans. If you want to know what I'm talking about, before I read you a little bit about BET's announcement of their cancellation, I want to remind you of something that Fat Joe said about, I don't know, 8 or 9 months ago, because I covered it as well. Watch this. Let me get the volume right. Hopefully you can hear this.
These rumors were made by radical Black racists. Let's just say that. Okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a Black guy that ain't down with them. Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't Black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And their shit is to attack everybody on Twitter. You see this nigga who run them? Like, your leader? No, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. And so they trying to change the narrative. They're not from New York.
Right.
So they telling a whole nother story. This was whoopity-doop-wop. Yo, bro.
You can't be nasty and needy. You don't.
Family, that was from Twitter, a video. Now watch this. Now, I played that before when I covered it. I think I did it on my own channel here, but I also did it on African Diaspora News channel. Now, he's sitting there saying that we're trying to change the narrative and we're not from New York. He's talking about the fact that because Black Americans said that we created and invented hip hop without the assistance of Latinos, he's pissed. Now, let me tell you something. If you want to get the facts and receipts, we don't need to speculate about that. I keep it real simple for you all. Just simply get the documentary. Somebody say documentary, with the receipts and the Black founders of hip hop to get the details of that. And it's called Microphone Check, my brother Tariq Nasheed. So just Google that, get the documentary and look at the receipts. So you get that there. One of the things that I tweeted out a long time ago was the fact, why are we going to sit here and play like Black folks needed help inventing hip hop? It doesn't mean that other groups did not join in hip hop. It doesn't mean that they didn't even contribute to hip hop or add to it, but you didn't create it. And we didn't need help with your creation. We created jazz. We created hip hop. We created rhythm and blues. We created country music. We created bluegrass. The list is too long for me to even list right now. So if we are the ones that are responsible for the creation of those different music genres, Ninja, we don't need your help with none of that other stuff. And in that clip, family, from 8-9 months ago, he literally called us a hate group. He likened us to a hate group, basically a terrorist groups, and then called us broke niggas. You heard him. And continue to disrespect us. Now, some of you may or may not know that Kamala Harris and them brought him to the White House for some group to speak on behalf of the community. I forget what the little thing was about, but I'm just trying to show you that he's got Democrat ties. And these are the folks that they like to hang out with. Now, apparently, Fat Joe is in some other kinds of trouble right now, too. Talk black to me, somebody. But I had to cover this right now because it never pays to come against us. Talk black to me, somebody. I said it never pays to go against us. Now, the article I'm reading from now is from Vibe. That's the headline. It says, here's why BET suspended the Soul Train and Hip Hop Awards. It's talking about they aren't gone. BET CEO Scott Mills confirmed in the statement. BET has officially hit pause on two of its most iconic shows, BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards. Both shows have reportedly been suspended indefinitely, according to the network. BET CEO Scott Mills confirmed the news in an interview with Billboard, saying, quote, so for BET Linear, we have suspended the Soul Train and Hip Hop Awards show, but we have a team that's actively thinking about where those award shows might best live as the media climate continues to evolve. They aren't gone, and we also still have the NAACP Image Awards and the Stellar Awards, which is absolutely nothing, which I'm sure those are low rating too, which those are absolutely horrific. And none of us that have any intelligence are supporting such group. Now, Fat Joe has been blamed for the failure of the hip hop, of the BET Hip Hop Awards show. For example, of course, we the ones started that. Of course, we know that he's a loser and he negatively affects the black culture, right? Let me turn it. Can I turn it this way? Y'all know I'm always trying to do this so you can see. Okay. Here we go. I wanted to turn it the long way because those ads pop up sometimes and it's better to see this way. Anyway, this is the Vibe headline. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that where it says Benzino blames Fat Joe's hosting for BET Hip Hop Awards being canceled? Now watch this. Watch what he says. Now, of course, y'all know that Benzino is a rapper, producer, big in the music industry, right? So just so you all know, Fat Joe came out and did a podcast with Jadakiss talking about the reason why the show was canceled was because of the gentrification of hip hop. Child, if you don't sit this funny looking stuff down. So Benzino came out to respond to it, right? Listen to what he says. Benzino has entered the chat and he's not holding back. In the fiery Instagram live session recorded from what appeared to be a bubbling jacuzzi, the former Source magazine co-owner, how many of y'all know about Source? Anyway, he was a co-owner of that. So that tells you just how deep he is into the music industry. He unloaded on Fat Joe over the Bronx rapper's recent remarks about the BET Hip Hop Awards being put on pause. The outspoken rapper and media figure claimed that Joe's stint as host was partly to blame for the ceremony's slipping ratings, dismissing the rapper's assertion that the cancellation was rooted in gentrification. I'm quoting Benzino now, quote, why Fat Joe said it's gentrification after they let his ass host the awards 2 years earlier, Benzino said. The ratings were the worst ever after he hosted it. Was it gentrification when you was hosting it, Joey? Stop, man. Joe, you're putting out too much misinformation on the internet, bro. You got to do better, man. It talks about how Benzino's comments arrived in the wake of BET's announcements earlier this month that both the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards will be placed indefinite placed on indefinite hold as the network hold works on revamping it. Now, see, the network, you have to revamp it because you should have never let the invasion happen in the first place. See, when you ignore the Black grassroots, when we tell you that we have a problem with this man, when he's calling y'all's main supporters and the creators of hip hop terrorists, likening us basically to terrorists, calling us a hate group, when he's cussing us out and dogging us and continues to do so, no, that war's not going to go well. None of us need to be marketers or high-level CEOs, or none of us need to be involved in the music industry to know that that's probably not going to be a good thing for your ratings. And besides that, one of the things that I continue to say about Foundation of Black Americans is that not only did we influence the outcome to ensure that the Democrats did not win the presidency again, the Senate again, or the House of Representatives, we had to punish them, teach them a lesson for ignoring us and refusing to give us reparations. In the face of them saying no to reparations, they funded Ukraine's illegal war against Russia to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. I said hundreds of billions, excuse me, hundreds of billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars. They continue to give billions of dollars in all sorts of forms of tangibles for illegal and legal migrants. They let some of the Ukrainians come here and tap into our SSI. They let Armenians get $100,000+ worth of tax write-off at the IRS for reparations for a war that took place over there. They gave the Japanese descendants reparations checks because their family was put in internment camps. They weren't enslaved. They weren't lynched. That wasn't right where they were put, but they still weren't physically persecuted, and they certainly weren't persecuted over centuries or even decades. But their descendants got money. We keep giving Nazi type individuals money, like the Ukrainian Nazis, literally Ukrainian Nazis, like I mentioned before. Y'all keep giving the Jews, the Zionist Jews, some of the ones that's responsible for murdering the Palestinians, money and stuff. Y'all keep giving everybody else money. You funding wars to the tune of trillions of dollars with a T. You continue to bail out and give all kind of benefits to the Wall Street gangsters, the white supremacists, corrupt politicians, and all kind of other folks, but you won't give us anything? No, baby. In addition to us affecting the outcome of the elections, I mentioned all that to say that's the reason why we had to punish them, because y'all was giving resources to everybody but us, and you refused to give us reparations. You can't say that you were worried about Trump getting into office when you didn't do what we told you to do so we could show up to the polls. But we're not only influencing the White House, we're not only influencing Congress. How many of you all know our brother Ryan Coogler, the iconic filmmaker of Black Panther and also Sinners movie, that's Foundation of Black American Base? He came out in his interviews and said that not only did he shout out Foundation of Black Americans, he said he is an FBA. And his roots in the United States, he says, was in part that was the impetus behind the movie Sinners and his Mississippi roots. We're influencing culture. It's never in anyone's interest to disrespect us. It's never in anyone's interest to dismiss us. It's never in anyone's interest to ignore us and disrespect us. Talk back to me, somebody. So, family, I can't wait to see what you have to say about it below. But I am so excited, family. So stay tuned. Don't miss a beat here. Family, if you're watching me at VickiDillard.tv, make sure you go over to the community page and look at how you can purchase my pre-sales for my summer magazine. Shipments are going to be starting the first week of September. This is an exclusive pre-sale. Y'all like that cover? I'm so excited. Get yours today. We're going to make sure that we pin the link below. Also, be sure, if you want to know information how you can join my monthly mastermind course, the Vicki Dillard Mystery School. Beloved, my students are getting all kind of breakthroughs. I give a free monthly mastermind lecture to them. They get all kinds of discounts on products and services, beloved. They get all kind of insights on rituals. Some of my students are talking about how they got houses. Some of them have gotten, one of them got a $10,000 raise. The other one, I don't know how many thousands of dollars raise worth of stuff that she got. Folks are getting all kind of breakthroughs. I can't even begin to tell you the breakthroughs they're getting. Some folks are getting favor in legal cases, all kinds of stuff. And if you want to connect to this energy and tap in for a very low cost, join my school today. We're going to put the website below, pinned in the comments. All kind of information that you want to get from us is going to be pinned below. Yes, from our website. I'm Vicki Dillard, beloved. Stay tuned in for upcoming announcements, other platforms that I'm going to be on come by fall, and also my other launches. You don't want to miss it. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you again.